been forward to this all week, not only because I am a super fan of Galaxy, I'm also a super fan of saving money and not getting any big bills. As someone who has had that fear factor when I open my cell phone bill and that heart thumping and stopping moment where I'm like, I didn't know it was gonna be this much, right, Scooby-Doo? Well, you're never gonna have that moment ever, ever, ever again, but you're gonna have the clarity, you're gonna have the reliability, you're gonna have the high definition quality, all the things that Galaxy is synonymous for. What you won't have is a big bill. What you won't have is any of those gotcha moments where you're paying a cell phone bill for time that you didn't expect, and with over 1 million of these sold, you know they're doing something right. We pulled out all the stops for today and only as long as supplies last. So first and foremost, remember, this is basically a cell phone where you tell them how much you want to spend. Now, if you are buying just the airtime that we're including for free, you would be looking at $125. That's a drop the mic moment. But in addition to that, of course, you're getting the Galaxy, you're getting one of the largest screens that we offer, you're getting the lowest price that we've ever delivered, 1,500 minutes worth of talk, text, and data, and then you are getting not one, but 2 chargers. It's so funny, I had my crew grab the AC charger because sometimes, you know, it's to some of the more obvious things. Remember, you're getting 2 chargers. Now, normally, yes, you have to sign a contract when you go to the cell phone store, but we include the AC charger, the car adapter, a wealth of apps, and then the base or the back of the phone is solid black, but then we also include a gorgeous case. So you just pick either the navy paisley, marble, gold glitter, silver glitter, rose gold, blue, or black. And in any color, she's always vibrant and engaging. My friend Laura Leland is here. I love you back. Well, you know, we are actually both Galaxy users.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
And when I got my Galaxy, I signed a traditional cell phone contract. And every time I look at that bill, I'm like, how did it get so high?
What happened here? Yeah, what is all this stuff?
Exactly.
It's crazy. So that's what we love about Tracfone. You'll never ever have a phone bill, which is incredible, but here's what you're getting. Can you believe this price? Typically you'd have to put a 1 in front of it to get a Samsung Galaxy Home at least. This is that beautiful upgraded 5-inch high definition touchscreen, so it's beautifully made, looks great in the hand, is easy to see, it's that perfect size. But here's what you're gonna love about it. Absolutely no contract. We all know the big carriers now where they get you is you're leasing a phone, not with this one, you own this phone outright, and this has octa-core processing power.
Wow.
So not only are we talking about some of the most amazing features, beautiful front-facing camera right here, 5-megapixel front-facing camera, 8-megapixel rear-facing camera with flash. I know as a Samsung Galaxy user that a lot of my friends say to me, oh, you've got Samsung Galaxy, you take the picture, right? They know that this is the phone that has the better pictures. So we are loading you up with a great phone that has tons of features, but you're also getting the most airtime we ever offer. So you're getting 1,500 of everything, and you have an entire year to use it.
So let me just describe that real quickly. And yes, we are Facebooking Live. If you are new to HSN, first of all, welcome to our world. We are closing our birthday month. This is our 42nd birthday, and so now the pressure's kind of on us to come up with these incredible last-minute frenzied offers. Lowest price, most airtime, feature-rich. It's a Galaxy. That alone says it all. But today's special, if you're new to us, means that price is good for 24 hours and 24 hours only. We're also almost maxing out that flex pay with a $14 flex pay. You get free shipping, you get a 30-day return policy, so you've got a month to try this as you buy it on that flex pay. But if you are thinking ahead to the Christmas season, remember those little, now it's a 30-day return policy, but that little airtime, that clicker does not start until you activate those minutes. So if you are tucking this under the Christmas tree, if you're thinking ahead, either it's back to school, if it's graduation, whatever it might be, this is the best that we have seen from Samsung. And to get it at home for a $14 flex pay.
It's crazy.
No
it's
kidding.
Such a good deal.
I think once people try Tracfone, there's a reason that Tracfone is the leading name.
Absolutely.
There's a reason that Samsung, the Galaxy series, they're really recognized as best in class.
Yes, for sure.
In terms of performance. Love that gorgeous screen,
The
Lori.
gorgeous screen, 5-inch high definition upgraded, as I mentioned to you. Love that octa-core processing power. It simply means you're not waiting. There's no waiting, there's no lag time, there's no juddering, there's no stuttering. Everything is lightning fast. So I love this. Look at how I'm doing Google Earth right now. Look at how quick this is responding. Look at how I'm scrolling through all of these various apps I have open. I've got my gallery open right here. I have Netflix open, YouTube is open, the Google Play Store, which by the way is preloaded. I'm updating social media. Facebook is open, Instagram, my Ring Video doorbell, my Fitbit, my email, Google Translate, messages, all open at the same time. This has 8 brains. So think about what that means. That's more like an 8-lane highway. So imagine you're stuck in traffic. Would you rather be on a 2-lane highway with dual core processing or a quad core processor? That's a little better. That's 4 lanes of highway traffic. This is an 8-lane highway if you think about it that way with octa-core processing. So you're never waiting. Everything is lightning fast, super responsive, and totally upgraded.
Absolutely. By the way, hi to Grace. Grace is saying
hi,
hello,
Grace.
Lori.
Hi. She always watches. I love her.
Stephen, nice to have you here. Jay, actually, Terry has a great question. She's asking, can you keep your own phone number?
Yes, absolutely. So we're gonna run you through some of the top benefits of being a Tracfone customer. Maybe you're tipping your toe into the water for the very first time and you're thinking, you know what, I love the idea of never having a cell phone bill ever again. I love the idea of owning a phone outright. Yes, you can keep your same phone number no matter what carrier you're currently with, and you're even going to have the opportunity to have Tracfone break up with your carrier for you. What a relief, right?
Wow.
You don't have to make that awkward phone call. So Tracfone's gonna take care of that for you. No matter what carrier you're with, they can roll your phone number right on over. If you're an existing Tracfone customer right now and you have an older Tracfone, you're gonna be able to roll over any of the minutes on your existing Tracfone right onto this brand new gorgeous Samsung Galaxy J3 Orbit. You're gonna love that because now you can buy a new phone whenever you want and just keep the minutes rolling, right?
Okay, we see you. Hi there to Mark as well, and Greg, thank you for your help on Facebook Live. I think for a lot of us out there, whether this is that secondary phone, whether this is a way that you get a cell phone for the teenagers, the grandkids. The one thing that I will say in terms of, for myself, many of you know the story, you know, before my grandmother passed, I got her a Tracfone. You know, I got my mom a Tracfone because her cell phone bills were just getting crazy out of control. I'm from a very small town in rural Minnesota, and I can tell you for a fact that at least for me, when I go home to farmland country, I actually get better reception with
a big
the
one.
Tracfone.
Yeah, so the reception is huge. So a lot of folks say, well, I feel like I need to be stuck in that contract because I want excellent reception, right? I want the best of the best when it comes to cell tower coverage. With Tracfone, that's exactly what you're getting because Tracfone uses the #1 carrier's towers in the whole country. So full disclosure here, this is the exact same company. My husband and I, we used to pay $100 every single month each. Oh my gosh, that's $2,400 a year. Can you imagine that with this bundle, with this package that you're receiving, with the phone, with all the airtime, if you're that light to medium user out there, this could be the last amount of money you spend on cell service for the whole year. And look what you're getting. So you're getting 1,500 minutes to talk, 1,500 text messages, and 1,500 megabytes of data. So think about this. If you talk about 125 minutes a month, that's over 2 hours a month, by the way, for the whole year. If you text about 125 times a month, that's just on average, then this amount of money could be all you spend on that cell service.
This is a great question too. Valerie, we love having you there.
Hi, Valerie.
Hey, incidentally, Erin, would that new HSN credit card promotion work on this? So I wanted to double check. For birthday month only, next month it goes to a $10 promotion. If you apply and buy, you could actually take $25 off that first item, which, I mean, like the $69 price wasn't crazy enough.
Right?
But you can definitely do it that way. Monica Grace, always great to have you there.
Hello.
Terry has a question. Can this phone be used with other users? So, Terry, if I'm reading your question correctly, I mean, you can share this phone with somebody in the family.
You can share it if you want to, sure.
Right, I mean
at this price, though, maybe everybody could get one. It's so affordable. And beautiful touch screen. This is octa-core processing, as I mentioned. Oreo is your operating system here, so you have your Google Assistant built right in. So anything that you want to do and use the power of your voice, you can just talk to your phone right here. You can touch the microphone, or you can wake it up by saying, hey, Google, what's the weather like outside?
Currently in St. Petersburg, it's 76 and partly cloudy.
Look
Friday,
at this.
There'll be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 85 and a low of 75.
Look at that. So I have my little assistant
Isn't
right
that
here
great?
telling me everything that's going on. Super helpful. Will I need an umbrella tomorrow?
There's a good chance of rain in St. Petersburg Friday.
I mean, you could be asking what the traffic is. You can find out about school closures. You can find out when the next holiday is, if you're shopping for a loved one, how many days it is until that's coming up. I mean, this is real power in the palm of your hand.
For you, it is. Ellen
So
is asking
affordably.
on Facebook, and I think this is an excellent question. You know, can you easily add time to this?
Yes. Okay, yes, you really can.
And Ellen, one of the things that I personally like is I'm more of a texter than a talker.
Right,
So
right.
you can actually customize that airtime as you move forward as well.
Absolutely. So anybody out there who didn't really get it when the whole texting thing started, I was one of those people. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to give up my phone calls. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, let's just send a text. It's so much faster. It's so much easier.
True.
So if you happen to run out of something, and by the way, let me show you that free little application. This is the widget that you can add to your home screen. If we have time, I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But this shows you how much of everything you have left. So it allows you to manage what's remaining. So you've got your data, your minutes, your text messages, right? When you go to buy more, maybe you find that texting is a lot simpler, a lot faster, a lot more efficient. It's easier to say, I'm on my way, than it is to pick up the phone and call someone and say, I'm on my way, right? So you can buy an additional 1,000 text messages. We made this really big so you can see it. $5 for an additional 1,000 text messages.
Oh, love that.
Is that a crazy deal?
Love that.
So with the a la carte portion of Tracfone now, you can add just what you need without having to buy things that you don't need. So as you run out, you can replenish.
You can indeed. Terry's asking about maps and GPS. Sandy was asking about using it in Europe. And thanks again, Greg. So when we say a minute is a minute, say you're in the United States, but you're calling Mexico.
Right.
So it's as a minute is a minute. So it's the same to call Mexico in the United States as it would be to call Minnesota.
It really is. So you can use this as long as the call is originating here in the United States to call over 100 different international destinations in 60 different countries. Yes, you can do turn-by-turn GPS navigation too. We were showing that on the screen. So you want to do that. I can show you doing that with your voice in just a moment as well. But yeah, so think about how much money you could be saving if this is your international phone, because we are including for you 1,500 minutes to talk. So that's a lot of airtime, and a minute is a minute, whether you're calling a neighbor, someone who lives right down the street, someone in another state, or maybe halfway around the world. What did you say last time? Indiana or India. So it could be either one of those places, and the minutes all spend exactly the same. And with 1,500 minutes, I mean, think about this. If your international phone calls are costing a fortune from your home phone, or maybe through your existing carrier, this could be a $1,500 package if you look at it that way for your international calls.
Well, Sandra is upgrading. Hi to you as well. Loves Tracfone. And let me just reintroduce the offer for you. And one thing I'll say about Tracfone, I think here's what traditionally happens with these presentations. People watch the whole shebang and then they call back later. Certainly your first order of the day, your first airing of the day, you have ample or the best opportunity of getting any one of your choices. But to bury the lead, Tracfone, we've sold over 1 million of them here at HSN, and they are the leaders. Over 2,000 of these were pre-ordered. Remember, it's the best value that we have or will be offering. It's a Samsung, it's a Galaxy. So if that also gives you that brand comfort and awareness, I use a Galaxy, Lori uses a Galaxy. We love that responsiveness. Probably the least of what I do with my cell phone is make phone calls. That's why I love their cameras. I love their processors. I love how quickly they can do voice to text or talk to speech. I mean, they can do so many things really immediately based on the performance of that series. We are including not only $125 worth of airtime, that's our biggest amount of airtime that we're including, but then we are also, you get great little apps and services, you get not one but 2 chargers, and you get your case color of choice. So our navy paisley was in the lead earlier in our pre-sale. There's your marble, gold glitter, silver glitter, rose gold, blue, or black. Now, if you go to hsn.com, we're doing a whole bunch of Black Friday specials. So not the least of which is a television that Aaron Berger is going to have in the next couple of moments. But for a $14 flex pay, remember, those minutes don't start clicking until you activate them. So if you are tucking this away for the Christmas or holiday season, we will pay to send it to you. You can keep your own telephone number. There are no contracts. It's not a lease leasing program, but it's a Galaxy. And with a 30-day return policy for $14 on your credit card, you can get this at home. You can try it as you buy it. You can have some fun with it. And, you know, the days of George Jetson and the video phone are here.
Isn't this the coolest? So if you want to do that face-to-face video chat, this is a powerful phone with that octa-core processing power, Shannon. So you can do it. Do you know what I'm using? I'm using Google Duo. It's already preloaded. All you need is either the email address or the phone number, the person that you want to be able to speak to. And look at this. How much fun is this? You look beautiful tonight, Shannon. I love it. You look so good. I mean, how fun to stay connected. If you're a grandparent with your grandkids, right? You want to see their faces. You want to hear their little voices. This is such a fun way to stay connected just as a family.
It is indeed, and remember, it is today and today only. So most popular is that navy paisley and the black. Ask about our bonus buys. On the bonus buys, you can choose either the ring. That's the great little fashion accessory that you see Miss Lori showcasing. And then that gives you a special offer if you are getting that today's special. And then we also have our invisible shields as well, which anyone knows, you know, I need an invisible shield for me, but at least we can help you protect.
Wear it?
Exactly. But
Right?
at least we help protect that beautiful screen. Those are 20% off. I know. I mean, for those of us out there, whether you're trying to get your budget under control.
Sure, absolutely.
Or you really want a way for your family and friends to stay in touch. Many of you know the story. I gave my niece and nephew both a Tracfone about a year ago, this last Christmas. And it was funny because my brother and his lovely wife, Angie, they were really nervous about me getting the kids cell phones because historically we think, oh, I know Ryan and Angie were thinking the last thing we need is another big bill. No contracts, okay? So you, like when Hunter is good and gets good grades, then, you know, might buy him a little more airtime. You know, when Lexi's bad, then the cell phone is being taken away for a little while.
Well, not so much.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, that is a great way to teach responsibility to a young person. And I love the idea that you're not overspending for services that you're not using. Full disclosure, I mean, my mom and dad, we had a little flip phone for my mom. It was costing $10 a month.
Adds up.
Which is pretty reasonable, right? It was $120 for the whole year. She couldn't send one single text message. She couldn't go online. All she could do was share her minutes. So really, it wasn't cost effective. With this phone, it's full featured. So you're getting everything here. Octa-core processing power. You can watch your movies on this big, gorgeous mobile movie theater size screen. It's that 5-inch high definition upgraded touchscreen. And again, it's a Samsung Galaxy. Maybe you're gonna gift this to somebody. This is that aspirational brand that so many people really, really want to own. So it's an incredible upgrade for a lot of us. And the great thing with Tracfone, again, no bills, no hidden costs, no overage fees, no early termination, no roaming fees. You will never, ever, ever go to your mailbox and get that bill with all the surprises that you talked about.
And it happens because I can tell you for a fact last year, I won't go into all the circumstances as much as to tell you, I got a $1,000 phone bill. And it sounds outrageous to even say that, but there was somebody who was accessing my data that I didn't know about. And guess what? The cell phone company, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, they don't necessarily have your best interest in heart in terms of, it's not like anybody was calling me from fill in the blank cell phone company.
Yeah, thanks
saying,
a lot for letting me know, guys.
Exactly. You might want to check what's going on. They were like, cha-ching. No, seriously. So, but it happens, and especially for moms and dads out there. Remember, you cannot get hit with a big bill that you didn't expect. But this puts you in contact. It puts you in connection. Whether your family and friends live across the miles like mine, or if it's just making sure that your kids are you know, safe and at home when they're waiting for that bus. You get clarity, you get responsiveness, you get the Galaxy name. So Lori, describe what I'm looking at here and why.
Well, we all know when you upgrade to a Samsung phone, you're gonna get an incredible experience, right? You've seen the Samsung TVs out there, and they are so widely known and super popular because of the quality of their displays, of their screen quality. Look at what you're getting. So this is your Samsung Galaxy. This is a similar cell phone. It was over $100 actually, or right at $100. So your Samsung Galaxy actually costs a lot less. But the great thing is, this is gorgeous, vibrant, true to life color. And as we start, I started these over just a second ago, but as we kind of get going here, that processing power, because this has octa-core processing on your Samsung Galaxy, it's going gonna start moving in front of this other one because it's processing everything so much more quickly. So there's less waiting. There's no downtime. You never have the little spinny circle that means it can't load. Everything is lightning fast. The experience of holding that Samsung Galaxy in your hand, it really is that upgraded look and feel. And you're gonna love the idea of never having a phone bill. So if you've been waiting for a Samsung Galaxy, but you don't wanna break the bank, they can be hundreds, almost $1,000 for some of these phones. And then look at this, you're getting all the latest features.
You are indeed, and remember, it is a one-shot deal. It is for today and today only. Remember, it's, well, it says it graphically, it is a Galaxy. It is a Samsung Galaxy. And there is such a cachet associated with that name alone. Plus, you're getting that octa-core processing. This flies. Whether you're asking for directions or you're just looking up a recipe, but it is, there are no hidden costs in terms of what you need to buy. Even when I got my cell phone and it was several $100s under a traditional contract, it was still a lease. And they still didn't give me a car charger. I mean,
right?
it's so infuriating when you think about it. So you do get the wall adapter, you get the car charger, you get a wealth of apps to get you going, then you're getting your case. Now remember, the navy paisley is the most popular, the black is, you know, those are the two colors in the lead. Marble, gold glitter, silver glitter, rose gold. And one quick thing about the glitters, they're encased, so it's not like that Christmas card that you sent somebody as a gag because you knew they'd have glitter all over their hands for the next week and a half. So
that was you that sent me that card. I knew it.
Exactly. So what are you doing there, Miss
All right, so this
Lori?
is just one of the free apps that you're gonna be able to download from the Google Play Store. It's preloaded for you. It looks like a little sideways triangle. I'll try to show you in just a moment. So I'm actually holding this up to a language that I don't necessarily speak, so maybe this is that very exotic menu in that restaurant, and you wanna know what those menu items are, and you wanna feel educated, or maybe you're having a side-by-side, face-to-face conversation with someone from a different country. This is going to help bridge the gap. Look at this. This is doing a live translation, so I'm holding it up and it's showing for me ice cream, the ice cream right in front of it, and then you move it on to the next one and it says the potato right there. Just takes a second to look at it, but there's the banana.
So
and look at
cool.
this, it's live right before your very eyes. So again, this could be somebody from a different language that they're speaking. You can talk into it, it'll translate and then translate back your language. It's crazy, yeah.
That is nuts. Wow, are
And
we
all
busy.
free.
And all free. And you know, that's just it. I think for a lot of us, we understand we're tethered to our cell phones. We're married to our cell phones. If we don't have our cell phone, we kind of freak out. And yes, we love all the social media and the Facebook and Instagram, all the things we can do with our cell phones. What we don't necessarily like are the contracts, the hidden fees. So this puts you in the driver's seat. This puts you in control for the lowest price that we have ever offered. $125 worth of airtime. Remember, you can keep your own phone number. You get not one, but 2 chargers. You are also getting a wealth of apps and that additional case. And I know Sherry is actually asking for a close-up of the marble. Let me just kind of put
really
this out
pretty.
here. So there we go.
Good call, Sherry, because you can't
There's
really
that
see the
marble.
beautiful like striations through it. It's really, really pretty.
So that's what the marble looks like.
And by the way, if you're getting the eye ring, we have a matching one in marble. So it virtually
neat.
disappears.
Very
I
cool.
chose the black eye ring, and I just wanted you to see this. This is a beautifully made device. It's got patented 3M adhesive on the back, so it safely adheres to the back of your phones and tablets. And it's this gorgeous ring. It totally multi-adjusts, so you can just slip it right on like this. You can even use it to prop up your phone. And then Shannon, this even comes with a little hook.
Oh, neat.
So this hook is also included. You put this right on your dashboard, and now you're gonna be able to do your turn-by-turn GPS navigation, turn it sideways, and it is a great, easy way for you to hold your larger phones because we're always worried about breaking those screens.
We absolutely are.
Right?
And I know we are super busy. Remember, there's a 30-day return policy. As we bring our July birthday month to a close, it becomes really pandemonium and a frenzy of shopping around here. But for $14 on your credit card, best price, Samsung Galaxy name, no leasing, no contracts, puts you in the driver's seat, free shipping. Those little minutes do not start ticking until you activate them. Now remember, it's a 30-day return policy on the phone, but the airtime does not start ticking until you activate those. You can keep your own phone number, and more importantly, you can get features at a price that no one else is doing. And the fact that we are doing this for today and today only, if it's a gift, if it's for yourself, if it's a way to get those cell phone bill control, under control,
sure,
this is a perfect opportunity for you. We hear from a lot of our friends who buy these for businesses.
Yes.
Because then they can really kind of control that cell phone accountability.
Or just the international calling alone.
Yes.
Like really, really helpful there. Look at the gorgeous high definition video you'll be able to shoot. And again, Samsung Galaxy, they're known for their cameras. 5 megapixel front facing camera. You saw me doing that little face-to-face video chat with Shannon a few minutes ago. Here you have your 8 megapixel camera on the rear, and then it's got the light as well. So you have your beautiful bright light illuminating everything. I love the cameras because it will smooth your skin. There's a beauty mode. It makes your eyes a little bigger. You want to look younger in your photos. This is the way to do it. But the other thing too is you'll never have a phone bill. So really important to note.
In fact, Ada is asking to explain how the data works. So I know.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So you have 1,500 megabytes of data and an entire year to use it. So as you're maybe on the road and you're doing turn-by-turn GPS navigation, that would use a little bit of data. But what I would recommend while you're at home or at work or in the coffee shop, turn on Wi-Fi. Let me show you how. So when you get this home, you just swipe down from above, okay? And then you see these little lines kind of going in a little, it looks like just a signal, basically. You touch and hold it, it takes you into Wi-Fi, and then it shows you all the Wi-Fi that you can connect to. So connect, and then anytime you're using Wi-Fi, you're not using data. So basically, a lot of the tasks and functions you're doing on your phone are free. You could be updating social media, you could be sending email messages, a lot of those things totally free. Streaming a movie on Netflix over Wi-Fi, totally free, not even using data for it. Listening to music, all of the things that we love to do. If you have Wi-Fi in that home or in that coffee shop, like I mentioned, you're not even using data, so that's awesome.
It's so smart. Well, we see you there. I know we are super busy. Remember, there is a 30-day return policy. This is so smart. I mean, you have to really kind of think outside of the traditional cell phone box, because when I say it puts you in the driver's seat, especially if it is someone who's a light to medium user, if it's for the younger kids in the family, whether it's grandchildren, senior, niece, nephew, if it's that secondary cell phone that maybe you're using it for business purposes only. A lot of times people actually use these as an alternative to a landline in their home, because I don't know about you, but the home phone service that I used to have, I can tell you for a fact, just even if I wasn't using the phone, they were charging me not quite the price of admission, but pretty close, just to, for the privilege of having a home phone. So there are so many reasons to consider this, not the least of which is it's a Galaxy and it's here for $14 on FlexPay with an unconditional 30-day return policy and free shipping for today. All you do is you pick your color of choice. Remember, not one, but you do get both the car and the wall charger, apps, and then these great little glitzy cases as well. Beautiful screen. I'm telling you, Lori, at the end of the day.
Upgraded everything.
Upgraded, yes.
16 gigabytes of internal memory. So what that means to you is you can store about 5,000 photos that you take with this phone right on board. It's even expandable. So can you guess what you can expand this phone to? 400 gigabytes.
Oh, wow.
So the cards are getting bigger, those little micro SD cards, the size is getting bigger and bigger on those. So you can put in a card up to 400 gigabytes and that would store 125,000 photos on this phone. And usually if you have that fixed memory, you're stuck with what you have. With Samsung Galaxy, it's always expandable. The other thing I want you to realize, the battery life here is incredible.
It is.
19 hours of nonstop talk time, 21 days of standby.
Oh, wow.
So if you're buying this for grandma and grandpa, mom and dad, your kids, and they're just using it once in a while, they might only have to charge it once every 3 weeks if it's like an emergency phone sitting in their handbag.
And remember, $14 on your credit card. Diane, I'm sorry, we did just explain the minutes. minutes, but one of the cool things about HSN is you can always go online and refresh some of the features. You can always watch the video on demand on hsn.com. If it's a question or something that we covered in the presentation that we just, unfortunately, they're shooing me along here, but you're always welcome to do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You are doing an extended coffee break. You're coming back at 1.
I'll be back at 1 with you. I wouldn't miss it.
I know. I'm excited.
Thanks,
I know
girl.
a lot of you are considering it. We've got so many of you choosing it. Don't let it slip through your fingers. I have to say, time to get those bills under control, and this is a fantastic way to do that. So, Lori, I'll see you at 1 o'clock.
I'll see you shortly, girl.
Sounds good. Hey, we'll also see Aaron Berger a little bit later in this hour with a fantastic